about, the Kali Linux today. And basically, let's talk just a little bit about me. So Mohammed Hamdi, and I'm a cybersecurity engineer and a privacy and risk management professional. Also, like cybersecurity and IT instructor, making some training workshops. I'm enjoying a lot, with that, especially with motivated people. Because I believe that a lot of people, they are really interested about cybersecurity. It became something super interested. A lot of people, they have the right to go in the field, and I'm literally enjoying helping people with that. Also, as a cybersecurity engineer, I'm certified, with some EC Council certifications, ethical hacker, and with some, web techniques, attacks. I'm enjoying with that always. And yeah, you guys, as an advice always, just when you're a cybersecurity engineer, always make yourself updated. And the best way sometimes to do that with some certifications. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. So we're gonna move on. So this is gonna be basically our plan. And yeah, I mean, like we can talk about a tool without talking about what is for, right? It's for ethical hacking, right? So it's for hacking, and it's for the ethical ones. And so that's why I'm gonna just, talk a little bit about the ethical hacking, a little bit of a concept. I'm not gonna go into it a lot, but we're gonna talk about the basics. Maybe, yeah. I'll also, like, by the way, I got a lot of questions, from some students, and they're gonna be like, I'm right now motivated. They told me this, like, I'm right now motivated, but how can I start in ethical hacking? I got that question a lot. So I was like, I'm gonna make a section for that in this webinar, and talk a lot about the skills that we have to learn, to manipulate cybersecurity things, and to understand, cybersecurity, what I have to know before I'm gonna become a hacker. I'm gonna be an ethical one, right? So that's why we're gonna talk a little bit about ethical hacking. And yeah, we're gonna just talk about our OS today, which is Kali Linux. So we're gonna talk about the Kali Linux, maybe the installation part. We're gonna talk about, about the operating system, the requirement, what you need to install that tool. It's a super interesting tool, by the way. It's not the only one, okay? You guys just keep that in mind. Kali Linux is not the only one, but it's my favorite, So there is a lot of alternative, there is a Parrot, there is, but it's my favorite one. It's so complete one. And yeah, that's why we're gonna go into it. We're gonna talk about the installation, of course. We're gonna just, simulate an installation, not a complete one, okay? We're gonna simulate, the steps to install, Kali. It's not gonna be like a full installation, like till the end, because this is gonna waste our time, okay? But I'm gonna go through the steps, okay, with a practical way. Another thing, we're gonna talk about Metasploitable, and I hope this machine is really super known, right? Everybody just, and everyone who started, cybersecurity, at the start of the path, they know about Metasploitable. You can have a lot with that machine, okay? And we're gonna talk why we really need it, okay? So it's a perfect tool that can test our skills on it, okay? So we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna talk about the installation tip, okay? And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with some Kali tools, like, some scans, some exploitations. We are not gonna go with an advanced, like attacks, because as I told you, like the time is a little bit limited, but we're gonna do that in some next bootcamps. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so fun. Okay. So guys, till now, give me a sign if you don't mind. Okay. Oh, guys, can you hear me, right? Yeah, I mean, like, okay, perfect. Okay. I hope that my voice is clear for you. Okay, that's good. Okay. Oh, a few months. Okay, that's cool. It's gonna be fun for you. Amazing. Okay. That's cool. Okay, we're gonna do it. Amazing, amazing. So I need those signs a lot, okay? Because being like a clear, in my voice, it's gonna be, easier for you to understand me and understand my thoughts, So that's why I have to verify that always. Thank you so much, guys, for the signs. Okay, we're gonna move on right now. Okay, So let's talk about the ethical hacking. Let's talk about what is ethical hacking, and why we really need it. So basically, these days, I mean, it's not only these days, like, it started like, some years ago, and the last years, it became more and more dangerous. We are living like in an age when, like, we are living the exposure of, like, of the attacks and cyber attacks, for many reasons. That there's the hacktivists, there is like who are working with the states, terrorists, right? So we are living in a very dangerous, digital world. I mean, right now, I'm always saying that. I'm always just insisting. Cybersecurity, it must be as a culture. Okay. So I mean, like, when somebody gonna just tell me that, oh, I mean, like, I'm studying like mathematics, I'm studying physics or whatever. This is like, doesn't matter for me. I'd be like, no, it's just like about your safety. So cybersecurity right now, it must be as a culture, and it must be educated for anyone. And ethical hacking, is a very, very, very huge field. We need it. We need it to stay safe. We need basically to understand our weakness points, before someone else gonna know that, and before someone else gonna exploit that. So as I told you, like, cybersecurity is a culture, and ethical hacking is super crucial. So ethical hacking, for some beginners with us, is about making an act. It's an ethical act, okay? Because I found this point a little bit of confusion, when I talk with some beginners. They tell me like, okay, it's a contradiction. I mean, like, we don't understand. It's a hacking, but why it's ethical? It's something like opposite. It can be ethical when we are hacking, but we can't, right? So I mean, like, it's not about that. We are hacking for the good reasons. We are hacking for improve our security, and we are hacking to manipulate things and to understand our weakness points. And guys, like, even it's like the law of life. If you don't know your weakness point, if you don't know what you're fear about, you're not going to improve. You're not going to work on that. So this is what we are doing with the system. We are trying to know, the weakness point of the system. We are trying to know, like, the weakness point of our infrastructure to make it better, to make it harder, and to make it, a very strong one against any cyber security attacks. Okay. So and always saying that if you have one day the skills, if one day, you succeeded to build a very impressive background about cybersecurity, and a lot of skills, be in the good side, mates. You have to be, and you have to do that for good. Okay. So I mean, like, it's amazing when you have the ability to learn how to hack, and the ability to, like, to know the weakness point. But we have to do that for good. Okay. We have to be responsible. Okay. And we have to, exploit our skills in good things. So ethical hacking is just hacking for good, hacking to know our weakness point, and hacking to make things better and make things safe for us. Okay. So I'm also saying that one day you're gonna have some skills. Okay. So just exploit that in a good way.